You know, I had a colleague at my workplace who, by the way, was not a senior and she was on the same post that I was. But when she entered a meeting room, she walked in, all eyes were on her. She had something about her which was so attractive and at the same time so classy. And trust me, I used to wonder how. Like, what do I do to get there? Or is it something that she just has as a natural gift? Because clearly I don't see others having it. And I really wanted to become like that. Because if you were to see me or meet me when I was younger, I was the kind, let's say, even in a party or a family function, I would sit in one corner in my own zone, my own space, because I was that introverted. And at times I used to feel, ye to nahi hoga because this is meant for people who have it inherently and it's not for me. But over time, I took it up as a challenge and I also did extensive research on how people, get this magnetic. Because I know for a fact not everybody has it by birth, and most of them have developed it. If not, they mirror some magnetic person, and that's literally all that it takes for you to be magnetic. So, in this video, I will be sharing the 7 habits that I have at least seen in most magnetic people. All of these studies come from like extensive research, not just from me. Like, there are a lot of people who are, trying to understand these kind of people, and most of these people are powerful. So, yes, the 7 habits are here, and I hope you follow them because I've been following them and I've been seeing a tremendous difference in my life. So, yes, here we go. Habit 1: magnetic people shine the spotlight on others. Look, let's be honest. Nobody likes a person who's just constantly seeking attention for themselves. And if you were to notice, a person of influence or affluence, there is this one trait in them. They do not give a damn about being the center of attention. And what this translates to is you do not need to develop like a big extroverted personality to become powerfully magnetic. In fact, quite the opposite is true. Attractive people aren't interesting, they are interested. Dale Carnegie once said that you can make more friends in 2 months just by becoming genuinely interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. Look, when you become genuinely interested in others and you're like present enough to notice what's happening and what's interesting about them, it just becomes instantly, like you just become instantly attractive. And it's crazy how that works. Habit 2: magnetic people ask the right questions. Look, the biggest mistake people make when it comes to their way of being with others is that they're so focused on what they're going to say next that they completely fail to hear what's already being said. And what is worse is they're usually preparing to say next, which is again going to be something about themselves. And then you find these experts, communication experts, which give advices like just ask a lot of questions to show your interest. But look, man, if that's your only trick in the bag, you will literally come off as a private investigator. Or even worse, you'll ask questions which has no relevance to what matters to the other person. Be sincere enough and ask questions what matters to the other person, and you'll see that sincerity is going to be appreciated. Habit 3: magnetic people are genuine people. As I've mentioned before, I strongly believe being genuine is very, very essential to being charismatic. Being something you're not and doing something you'd rather not just to make another person happy accomplishes nothing, and it only creates resentment in you towards you. And nobody likes a fake, they don't even trust them. So do everybody a favor and be yourself. Oscar Wilde once said this: be yourself, everybody else is anyway taken. Habit 4: Magnetic people make great listeners. Let me be honest. Nothing will murder your magnetic potential faster than coming off as the kind of critical person who's always judging others. Moreover, any power you may have had to influence other people literally evaporates the moment they sense your critical nature. And trust me, people are not stupid, they sense it. So, the most powerful way to eliminate this habit of being critical of others is to develop the practice of viewing the world through the eyes of others. And this does not mean that you believe what they believe or you condone their behavior. It simply means you give up passing this judgment long enough to truly understand that person. Habit 5. Magnetic people make a powerful first impression. Now, powerful first impressions, it's very true. People frame a judgment in the initial few seconds of meeting you for the first time, and that is true. That's a fact. And this might truly be terrifying to someone who's been unaware of the power, the enormous power of first impressions. But if you know this fact, you can literally take advantage of it. And how do you do that? It's as easy as dressing up well. I'm not saying go buy branded stuff. Look clean, have a good posture, have an eye contact, speak slow, and these basic things make a huge difference. Habit 6. Magnetic people know the power of a person's name. There is this legendary book which is called How to Win Friends and Influence People, which is by Dale Carnegie. And he's famously noted this. A person's name is the sweetest sound to their ears. And decades later, the behavioral research has proven that people feel validated when the person they're speaking with refers to them by name, both during greeting and during a conversation. So if you're somebody, because I struggle with it as well. I'm good with the faces, but I have trouble with names. Have some fun with it. Take it up as a brain exercise and try and remember people's name, because it'll go a long way. It really helps when you acknowledge someone with their name. And what helps me is when I don't get it, I am not afraid to ask it the second time. I sometimes ask them to spell it as well, just so that I properly remember it. Habit 7. Magnetic people recognize that vulnerability is strength. I'm a strong believer of it regardless, because it truly requires a lot of strength and courage to open up to a third person. It's not easy, and it determines how strong you are. But look, that does not mean when you meet someone you go ahead and open up about everything, all your life traumas. No, because that might come off as, you can come off as whiny or like a complainer. But build that space over time wherein they feel safe enough to confide in you, and likewise you can also do it with them. Yeah, guys, these are the 7 habits that I have realized that most magnetic people have, and I practice it on a daily basis, and I'm hoping you guys do it as well, and let me know how that goes. So that's it for this video. I will be seeing y'all again very soon. Until then, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And thank you for watching my video, and bye bye.